Starting off soft and simple with the
They're
heels
gonna start
underneath the knees.
stamping it and telling us where it comes from.
Kim's house. Hands on your thighs, up near your hips, and just very lightly apply pressure with the heels of the palms into the upper thigh. Try to find traction in the back. And then during your exhale, consciously relax your shoulders. Sense the back of the arms falling towards the surface. Again, as you inhale, push with the hands, push with the feet in opposite directions. Try to wiggle the hips a little. And as you exhale, relax that pressure. Feel the back of the arms falling towards the floor again. Just one more time like that. Long, big inhale. The heels of your palms press into the top of the thighs near the hips. The feet press away from what's in front of them. As you exhale, you relax the shoulders consciously. Feel the back of the arms falling towards the floor and the low back falling towards the ground. Long breath in this time. Your hands can do nothing. Your tailbone moves away from your belly button or tilt so the low back has a decent arch. Then as you exhale, tailbone tucks towards pubic bone towards belly, low back flattens into the ground. Repeat that again. Inhale. Belly button, again, moves away from chest. It feels like groin away from belly or tilt, like cat-cow. As you exhale, we tuck to where the low back flattens into the ground. The top of the rear might even leave the floor. And just one more time like that. The inhale is the tilt, slowly attempting to awaken the low back. The exhale is the tuck, attempting not to grip the rear. If it gripped, can you let it go? Then long breath in, you try to find neutral and just shake the pelvis a little left and right. Then exhale, fold the right leg in towards your chest. Fold the left leg in following suit. Fingers interlace with each other, either along the hamstrings if super restricted, along the shin bones if a little more play. And just allow the body to rock left and right. Allow may not be the right term. Make it move, Mitch. Left and right. That's far enough. Just shy of being the teeter-totter or the weeble-wobble. Can you let your feet dangle everyone? Both knees in towards the chest. Yeah. And now on your exhale, feel the inner thighs squeeze together. As you inhale, each hand grabs its own knee and peels the legs apart. Now less movement left and right, Kim, and more just the legs moving. As you exhale, thighs move together. Big toes, calves, shins, all the way above. Inhale, they peel apart. One more time, the exhale, the inner thighs touch one another. Squeeze them together, Mitch. That's the right sound. Then the inhale, they peel apart. Good morning, Claudia and Rose. Then the right foot falls to the ground, everyone. Hold on to your left leg alone. Both hands hold that shin. You rock it out, you rock it in. On the exhale, your belly muscles, Barry, fall down. On the inhale, we all slide our bottom leg out straight. And it can be loose. It doesn't need to be slammed out into a rod. Your left foot still dangles. And again, if I'm saying that, I saw someone who was flexing their foot. Can you point the left foot and feel all the toes extend while you squeeze the left leg deeper into your underarm or the side of your ribs? Breathing, Kim. Inhale, the leg floats forwards like a helium-filled balloon until it pulls your arm straight. You keep holding on to it though. Then exhale, you pull it on in. Inhale, your leg overpowers your arms and moves forwards and out a little wider than that, Barry, to give yourself space to the left of your leg. Exhale, you drag it on in. This is about gentleness and ease. Inhale, the left leg moves forwards. You release it, it flops to the ground. As the left leg slides out in front of you with finesse, the right leg drags in. You interlace the fingers around the right shin. You dangle the foot. You roll the leg internally towards the other arm. Then you roll it externally towards its own arm. The breath is fluid and strong. Your exhale is when the leg moves into center or across your body a little. The inhale, it moves out. You're going to explode, Kim, if you don't exhale. Long long, smooth as your chest should fall when you exhale. Use the word should there too. Inhale, it rolls out. Now exhale, everyone, squeeze the leg in as tight as you can towards your lat muscle, your underarm, your bicep. But relax the left shoulder. Is that possible? Aha. Inhale, you start to release. Right foot falls to the ground. It slides out across from the left. You drag the left foot back until it's on the floor. That left foot pushes you to your right side and you press yourself up to seated. Roll to the right, in other words, and come up just to keep it soft and safe for your stomach. Soles of feet touch together. This is like an old fashioned. 2 handprints between the groin and the heels. It's contagious, isn't it? Hands touch your shin. Raise the chest up tall. Wiggle the hips. Do you feel you're behind your butt bones? If so, try to walk your butt bones back a little. So you're almost in front of them. Pull with the hands, draw the shoulders back and down to really articulate the spinal column. We're just going to hold that steady for a second. Okay. Barry's head and neck is on straight. Looks good, Barry. Nothing wrong with that. All right, you're going to raise your chin up slightly. Mitch, you're going to move your head back as far as you can. Not up with your chin, just back with your head. There you go. It's almost neutral. Wiggling the tailbone, everybody. Shoulders squeeze back and everyone, you want to believe you're sitting in your car or your truck and you're pushing your head back into your headrest, not letting the headrest come into you. Now on the inhale, the left arm alone reaches up towards the ceiling as far as it can go. Exhale, can you draw your left shoulder down? Can you tighten your pelvic floor? Inhale, the feet pull as the right arm reaches up there with the left arm. Take a look at your hands. Are they actually side by side and straight? And your triceps roll internally, so your arms move a little forwards. Try to straighten those elbows in a little bit more. Now exhale, look at your feet. Bring your hands down to your ankle line. Then literally pull with the hands on the ankles. Place the forearms on the shins as much as they can. Chin to collarbone and just wiggle the tailbone a little. Breathing. If you can move on, we will. If you can't, you can't. Your arms can stay pressing down and out on the shins. Or the hands can interlace around the toes and your forearms come in front of your shins somewhat. And your pinky toes, Mitch, stay on the ground. Yes, they force themselves down. The shoulders keep drawing back for your rear, wiggling the hips. If it's been a while, like 6 or 8 weeks since you practiced, take it soft. Shoulders draw back towards the rear. Chin keeps tucking in. Possibly your forehead might touch your feet. Nice, Ken, but draw your shoulders towards your rear. The hands release. They slide back along the shins to the knees, to the knees, to the hips. Then you roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Now we take one thigh and groin line out of it. You grab your left ankle, drag the left foot to the right inner thigh. Anywhere it can go. Left shin lays on the ground. Hands walk around the right foot. Breastbone raises up tall. Wiggle the hips. Because your right side of your rear has as much weight on it as the left side still. That's our intent. The hands walk forwards, a handprint. But the shoulders draw back, bearing towards your rear. Chin tucks in. Your head hangs wherever it can hang. It can hang in the air. It can hang on your ankle. It can hang on your shin. But on the exhales, all that matters is that our fingerprints are pulling on the surface to move your shoulders back towards your rear. As we inhale, pull with the front foot as hard as you can to see if it can help you get around that right hamstring a little more. As you exhale, can your elbows move down any further? Maybe, maybe not. Can the head hang a little deeper with the chin in that collarbone? On the next inhale, we all walk our arms to our left. Upper body follows around the left knee. You attempt to lay on your left forearm, even if it means you fall and the right side of your butt comes off the ground. The right arm reaches forwards until it goes right over its own cheekbone. And then that picks our ribs and chest open towards the ceiling. Towards me, Mitch, more with your arm. Yeah, and then you try to reach over to Ann with your arm. And pull your shoulders towards your rear. Shoulders towards the rear, everybody. Fingers alive. Left palm as flat as it can possibly be, Arthur. pulling with your left hand. Can anyone move their right hip for the back wall? And then move the right hip for the front wall. Does it move a little? And that may be barely, like it's a nut and bolt that's locked together. You can barely wiggle it around. Mitch, start to look for your right underarm a little bit more if possible. Shoulders richer towards your rear as much as they can. Inhale, we all yawn our right arm up towards the ceiling. You can look at it, but if that doesn't feel right in your neck, look down at your left elbow. The right hand then falls down to its own side of the rear, and the fingers actively reach for the ground. Mitch, sit back in the truck again. Left palm presses down, forearm raises up, upper body floats. We take our left hand to the outside of the right thigh, just grabs it. Right hand is near your butt, and you look around your right shoulder. The right hand all the way through the right shoulder is like a flagpole going down to the ground to help you boost up. Keep looking over that right shoulder and pull with your left hand while your left elbow bends, Kim. Inhale brings us back to center. Left foot moves forward with right. If your knees need to straighten for a second, straighten them and come back in as you're ready. If okay, right hand, left hand, grab right ankle and draw to the left inner thigh. Second side. Are your hips still square to the front of your mat? They are not, Ann. That's why I pointed at you. Yeah, perfect. Hands walk around the left ankle. If they can't make the left ankle, they both go to the inside. Too fast, Kim. Chest raises up tall. You're skipping steps. Wiggling the hips. Hands walk forwards. Maybe another handprint, but maybe not. Shoulders draw back, Barry. On the next exhale, possibly you fold. Your elbows bow out sideways. One day they lay on the ground with the forearms, and the forehead would one day touch your left ankle. But you deal with any restrictions you have from your inner thigh to your groin, to that left hip, to the left side of your back, maybe some back extensors are screaming. If your head actually does touch your foot, it tries to slide forwards or roll forwards towards the big toe or beyond to help extend the spinal column. Licking the lips, relaxing the jaw. If you were actually looking at your foot and your head's not on it, your chin's out too far. Tuck the chin. Inhale, we blindly as spine, palms press down, forearms raise. Hands walk to the right. Upper body follows around the right knee. One arm on each side, that means. Then the right forearm attempts to fall. And you may have to put it out wider and further back to let yourself fall into it. It's okay, left side of the rear comes off the ground, remember. Left arm floats up as high as your cheekbone. And then cuts across the room to the right. Peels the ribs open. Maybe your eyes look for your left underarm, which they can be closed. You can feel the left hip attempting to move forwards and back. If you're not gazing towards your left underarm, your face is not oriented that way, the eyes look down towards your right elbow. The left hip, Kim, yawns to the back wall on a part of your breath. It's not just swinging like it got loose.
It's a pendulum.
Are you breathing that fast? That's a problem. Slower exhales and inhales. Left pinky toe, everybody, place it on the ground still. Fun stuff, Mitch. Isn't that amazing how hard that is? Inhale, the left arm yawns up to the ceiling. Exhale, left arm falls away to its own side. As the head falls away from the arm falls away from the head. Can you roll the left shoulder back a little bit? Inhale, the right palm presses down. Forearm raises up. Left sitting bone finds the ground. Crown of the head floats softly, Claudia. Right leg moves forward with left. We roll the thighs in together. You slip them forward. Keep the inner thighs touching maybe the knees, maybe the ankles, maybe the big toes. Hands move next to our rear to begin with, and we'll actually walk them sideways, turn them sideways and walk them back a handprint to help push you forwards in front of your butt. And you walk a butt bone back, walk a butt bone back. When you walk a butt bone, you can literally see one heel's farther out than the other heel. Then walk the other one back. Come on, Barry. Yes, there you go. From there, flex your feet fully. Look at your toes, spread them. There's only two toes touching and they're your big ones. Can they touch? Can the pinky toe side of the foot move back? You can do this at work, Ann. Breathe. Hands touch your shins. Have everyone take their shoes off and sit in a circle.
Oh,
Chest up
Get
tall.
their shoes off.
They couldn't sit on the ground. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Chest up tall.
That's his nightmare.
Tighten your quads. Holy moly, Mitch. Breathe. You've come a long way, Art. That's, I used to lay backwards. Chest up tall. Hands attempt to walk down the shin a little bit further. Breathe, Mitch. Go above your leg if you can. Yeah. Over your knee, towards your shin. Nice. Breathe, breathe. Chin tucks in. Keep doing it, Ann, but don't look at it. Just blindly reach your hands further down towards your feet. Nice. Arthur, don't do much. Just flex your feet more. Just make them work. Yeah, with finesse. Push out with the heels as hard as you can away from the sides of the room and breathe for 7. Barry, shoulders to your butt. 6, pinky toes back, Barry, as much as big toe. 5, chin in out. 4, chest forwards, everyone. 3, Kim, really flex your feet. 2, and exhale, release. Drag the hands back next to the rear. Roll up or dive up. Turn to the left or right, doesn't matter which. Sweep your feet the other way around. Move into tabletop. Slosh your hips left and right as soon as you get into tabletop. Move your knees apart, hip distance wide. Hands under shoulders, press down with the palms. 3 times we're going to go with your cat-cow. As we inhale, reach your breastbone forwards and up. Your facial bones forwards and up. As you exhale, tuck tailbone to pubic bone to belly. Actively tighten your rear while your chin moves into the collarbone. Inhale, reverse that just as slow. Tailbone back and up. Hands pull on the ground for the back of the room to reach the chest forwards and up. Exhale, hollow. Tailbone to pubic bone to belly. Palms press the floor down and away to cave the front end. Inhale, reverse that. Nice and slow. That breath sounds nice, everyone. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hollow the front side, Barry. Hollow. Tuck, round, Barry. Back, angry cat. Angry, hollow. We'll have to do one more. Inhale, tailbone back and up. Point your feet, Barry. Exhale, start with the tailbone. Tailbone to pubic bone to belly. Hands pulling towards one another now as much as they can. And inhale, find neutral. Then on your exhale, creak your rear end back towards your feet. As your rear end gets close there, walk your hands forwards, a handprint maybe. Move from shin to shin for a moment. Shoulders are pulling back as much as they can. Just know your hands walk forwards again, but not anything else. Inhale, everyone. Move your butt to the right. Pull with your hands and go towards tabletop or a knee plank. When your shoulders get above your wrists, shift your hips left. Move your rear back to child's pose. We repeat that. Hips to the right and forwards through tabletop. Exhale, hips to the left and back to child's pose. One more in that direction. Inhale to the right and forwards. Nice and slow, and Broly. Exhale it back. Reverse the direction. Swing the rear to the left and come forwards to the left hand, to the right hand, back to the right foot. 2 more times. Inhale to the left and forwards. Your head can be moving the opposite direction. Exhale on back. And one more. Nice, easy, deliberate motion. Your range is what happens. The next time you get to child's pose, pause and settle. When you're in child's pose, wherever your hips settle, they settle. All of our chins tuck in, but doesn't necessarily mean your head touches the floor. Pull with the hands to feel the shoulders moving towards the rear. Have the hands try to pull towards each other, Mitch, a little. Don't move them, just feel it. Inhale up to tabletop. Now exhale, turn the toes under, just move to down dog, everybody. Chin tucks in, back and neck long. You're not trying to shove your chest backwards. We're just attempting to wiggle the hips left and right and move the hips away from their own underarm. Your elbows are straight. Your palms are pulling towards one another. Your triceps are burning. Your toes attempt to peel off the ground. Yes, Kim, so you straighten your legs more like that. Your heels are reaching back and down. If you can, and Art and Barry, you pull your hands towards each other. They don't really move, it's a feeling. Same thing, Claudia and Rose, absolutely. Inhale, raise the heels up high. Exhale, the knees creak to the ground, toes point back, rear end moves towards your feet. Inhale, move us up and forwards to tabletop. The right leg slides back, sweeps on the floor and comes forward, heel underneath the knee. As it gets there, let's keep it there. Look at your left knee and reorganize. If it has to move wider, move it wider, underneath its own hip. So your back leg's knee is under its own hip. Yep, you got to make sure you crutch that foot forwards. Heel underneath its own knee. We all move our booty to the left a little bit, another 1/4 inch or so, and keep it there. Look at your back knee and walk your hands left until one hand's on each side of it. Left hand's left of the knee, right hand's right of the knee. So go towards our hand. Don't bring it back in space, move them left. Just a little. Yeah, so they're split. Now left hand goes forwards the forearm distance and lay it down. Yeah, you don't have to lay the right one down. You can, but you don't have to. And then instead, you think about swaying your hips left and right a little. You're mostly looking at your back leg, and you're attempting to see how that back leg's hip goes outside the knee line, then it moves subtly inside the knee line. You do it slow enough so you can identify the discomfort or the catch that's in your right hamstring. Breathe, Mitch. Stick your rear back and towards Ann. Back and back. Mostly back. And breathe. Shoulders, try to relax everyone. They move towards your rear end. Your front leg, Ann. And Barry rolls out a little bit more. On the next inhale, we all press down with our fingerprints to raise our forearms. We walk them towards neutral, and then you walk your front foot forwards again until it's in line with your hands. Move it in a whole footprint forwards, at least. Then walk your hands forwards and drive your pelvis forwards quickly to get in front of your back leg's knee. So we're in a knee lunge. And we breathe from here. How's your knee doing, Art? It's still twitchy? Still twitchy. You been jogging? Yeah. All right. Sandy. Breathe big, everybody. Pull with your front foot for the back of the mat. Pull with your back knee for the front as much as it can. If you want to move on, you can, which Ann will probably show here. The right hand touches its own leg. Keep moving your hips forwards though, everybody. Your left hand touches your right hand and you slowly open the chest up. Yeah, there's no rush on this. It's like you're just peeling open a rusty hood. Tighten the left side of your rear, Kim. Don't tell me it is, just keep tightening it. Breathe. The left arm might yawn up, but it might not. You can't see this, but Mitch is holding point A, which is perfect. He's pulling with his front foot for the back of the mat. Kim has gone to point C with his both arms up, but they don't need to be. And we breathe for 7. Keep pulling with your front foot. 6, Barry, pull harder. 5, tighten your booty. 4, pubic bone to belly. 3, arms reach up and back. 2, and exhale, all hands come down to the ground wherever you get them. Turn your back toes under, straighten your back leg now. After you straighten your back leg, you hop it forwards a footprint or so. You bend your back knee and you start to straighten your front leg. We hang here. Relax your palms. You turn your back foot left and plant it in pyramid pose. And we breathe. If you can't straighten your front leg, no matter how much you try, place your hands up on your foot or ankle or shin and straighten it a little bit more. And breathe. Now from here, our intent is to move our back hip forwards and down. The front leg's hip is reaching back and up. The chin is in, the back of the neck is long. We have 5 more breaths. Keep pressing with the feet, Mitch, real hard. Away from each other, basically. All hips move to your left, everybody. You tighten your rear again. Generally, it's going to be the left side. You can tighten the right, it's a little more difficult. Kim, tighten the muscles above your knees. Your front leg's knee. Tighten it more than that. Not by shoving the knee back, by pressing the big toe down harder. On the next inhale, everyone, all hands to the floor, spin the back heel to the ceiling, lunge, and drag the front leg to the back leg to down dog. You can walk that out in place or shake the leg out how you need. Chin tucks in, back and neck is long. Either stay in down dog and just take a few breaths here, Or inhale the heels up slowly, Claudia. Tighten the rear, tuck the tail, and roll it out to plank, high push-up. Exhale, back to down dog with knees soft. Everyone be on the lookout for Claudia's Client of the Month post coming up. Inhale, heels up high, soften the knees, tuck the tail, and float out to plank.
It already came out.
Yeah.
Yes, just making sure you're sitting. Exhale, down dog. Reposting. Thank you, Anne. Inhale, up and forwards to plank. Tighten the rear. Exhale, knees to the ground. Point your toes, move your rear end towards your feet. Walk your ribs forwards. Not so much your arms, Kim, but your ribs. Exhale, forearms attempt to settle on the ground. They may not make it. Forehead attempts to settle on the ground. Inhale, everyone, no arm action. Float the back of your neck and head up towards the ceiling higher. Exhale, let it fall back down. We'll do that again. Your hips may be swaying. The inhale floats the neck and the skull up towards the ceiling. Not the chin, Mitch. Exhale, it falls. Now inhale, the hands pull, the feet push, you come to tabletop. You slip the left leg back and sweep it out to the left and forward, heel underneath the knee, second side. So we're in the 90-90 pose. You're looking at your back leg, knee under hip, front heel underneath its own knee. We walk our hands, one good handprint to the right. So each hand's gone to the right, they surround your right knee basically. You look at that hip, you move your hips to the right as far as they'll go comfortably, then as far left, as long as you're mitigating pressure off your knee. Noticing that left inner thigh or hamstring. Is your big toe on the ground, your pinky toe on the ground. Right hand comes forwards a forearm distance or just a handprint and the forearm lays down. Your chin is in, and if okay, your left arm lays down also. We take a few breaths here. Mostly moving your rear to the right. Yes, it can make a small circle to the back of the room, to the left, to the front of the room, to the right. It can do clockwise or counter, doesn't matter which. Can you feel the front heel, pinky toe, and big toe all trying to share weight? The front thigh rolls out or by pushing with your foot away from the left and then tighten the left side of the rear. Breather large, Kim. Larger breathing pattern, longer exhales. Toes on your front foot, everyone spread. They don't grip, they extend. All those are unconscious signals to bear down, so we want to extend. Inhale, the palms press down, the forearms raise. You walk your hands forwards, a handprint. You wiggle the front foot forwards, a footprint. Then you drive the pelvis forwards as fast as you have to get beyond the knee. It's a problem. Your back knee's on the ground, Mitch. You're just relaxing. Well, it might not be relaxing, but you're driving your pelvis forwards. You look at the back leg and you attempt to get the weight on the inside of the thigh, not the outside. So it feels like it's pulling your leg outwardly. Your front leg rolls out consciously. Now you can stay here or just tighten the right side of your rear. Mitch, you'll back your hands up but nothing else under the shoulders. Yes, you can push down with them. If you're going on, your left hand touches its own knee, basically. You start pulling with the left foot before you bring the right hand up to the left hand. Then we're going to transfer this time the right hand to the butt to keep driving your pelvis forwards. Push your butt down, don't pull it up, Ken. Tighten the rear. Low belly muscles drawn. If you can go on from there, your right arm reaches forwards and up. Then maybe your left arm does. And after that, then your chest tries to get away from your right knee, basically. And we breathe for 7. That's your face, Kim. 6, there you go. You did it again. 5, yes. If you want to look up at the ceiling, you got to bend backwards. 4, not with your face. 3, that's just your neck moving. 2, reach those arms in a little bit more. And elbows, elbows, elbows. And exhale, fold. Hands can both be inside the leg, or one can be out. Turn the back toes under and get that knee off the ground. Hop your back foot forwards a little bit, up to a footprint, bend the knee, straighten the front leg by sticking the booty back as much as you can. Your front big toe, Claudia, is still on the ground. Make sure of it. Your back foot turns to the right, plants, and we all attempt to hang over our front thigh. Now, if you can't straighten that front leg, remember, place the hands on the foot, the ankle, or the shin, As high as you have to, but as low as you can to straighten that left leg more, Barry. Shy of feeling like you're coming apart at the back of your knee. Tighten the muscles above the knees. Both of them, by the way. Make sure the front leg's rolling externally. Kim, that was just pure laziness. Let it roll in. Tighten the quad. Reach the chest forwards, not the face. Push your hands, if they're on your shin, into your shin, Mitch, harder than that. Drive them into it like you want to go through the bone. Push down with the feet. On the next exhale, when you bend your front leg so your hands can find the ground, spin the back heel to the ceiling, and step back to down dog. In down dog, you're moving the hips left and you're moving them right. Inhale, the heels of the feet come up high. We all press ourselves out to plank, a high push-up position. Look at your hands. I don't know about out there, but everyone in here, other than Kim, everyone can move their hands another half a handprint closer to each other. Then we're there. Reach your chest forwards by tightening your butt and pulling with your hands for the back of the mat. We breathe for 5. Mitch, tighten your rear. For 4, reach your heels for the back wall. 3, raise your hips up, everyone, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, look at your right foot. Point it, touch the nails to the ground. Then push with your left foot forwards till you're in that plank and drag the back knee, the right knee, to its own wrist. Coming towards pigeon. The right knees touch the ground, the shin has touched the ground, the right foot goes to the groin, and the left leg slides away. We point the back toes, we point the front toes. Make sure that front foot's in a strong point. Then lay the forearms on the ground down in front of us. And we're breathing. Keep pointing the back foot so much your knee floats off the ground. Tighten the rear. Breathe. Pull the low belly muscles in, Kim. Back of the neck is broad. Shoulders keep moving for your rear. Everyone today, you're going to move your butt right for a second. Further to the right. Now try to wiggle your back leg left. Your back leg is going to wiggle 3 or 4 times left. Let it go a little wide. Then feel the inner thigh trying to roll out. Now upper body walks to the right. Arms and chest go to the right.
To the right.
To the right.
The other right.
Yes. The left arm only walks forwards further. The left hand tries to walk. That's your right hand, Mitch. Try your left. No, you're going in the right direction. It's the wrong arm. Breathe. Keep going, Mitch, until your arms surround your front knee. Go further right. Further. Oh, yeah.
Like a chicken wing.
And breathe. Extend. Does anyone feel their left lat muscle?
Yes.
Left side of your hip, or maybe your low back even.
Left side, yeah.
Hands got to keep reaching in with that left arm further. Yeah. Everyone, you want to feel like a pull apart. Like you're coming apart from your left underarm. Tighten the left leg. Everyone push down through your toenails. Hard, hard, hard for 5. So your knee might float off the ground. 4. Reach with that left arm a little further. 3. Lean to your right side of your chest. 2. And slowly release that. Come back and drag yourself to center. A support center. So your forearms are roots. We're not going to grab the back leg today, but we are going to go with that direction. So start to move your upper body now to your left. Goes left off towards 11 o'clock. Pause. Walk your elbows forwards. Then maybe go off to 10 o'clock. See if you can go around the clock's line. Keep going. But lean into your back leg's hip purposely.
Push or something?
You can push your rear to the right, yep. But walk your chest away from your belly. Then just your right arm starts the extension. The right arm goes for extending as far as it can possibly move. Lay your left forearm down, Mitch. Let it be. It's the right arm that's going to reach to infinity. To me, actually, for you. Reach it to me. It hasn't moved. Push with your front shin as hard as you can away from your hands. We have 7. Go, Mitch, with your right arm. 6. 5. Keep walking it, everyone. 4. Try to reach from your lat muscle. 3. Pull your shoulders back now. 2. and softly come back to center. As you get back to center, bring your hands back so you can get in a push-up ready position, forehead on the ground. Turn your back toes under, pull your shoulders to your rear. Inhale, reach your chest forwards and up. The cobra-like position. Exhale, raise your butt up and drag the front leg to the back leg to down dog. Maybe swing it all the way back and up if you'd like. Raise it up in the air, yawn through the right foot, then lower it on down. Either rest in down dog or inhale up and forwards to plank high push-up, tightening the rear. Exhale, knees touch the ground. Slowly lower down to a push-up. No bellies on the floor, press back up.
Oh, God.
To down dog. We'll just do one more of those. That's the pace, it's not quick. Inhale, or staying down dog. Up towards the plank, tighten the rear. Exhale, knees touch the ground. Your hands pull for the back of the room as you lower down. You press back up. You move to down dog. We all point our left foot. There's a lot of grunting. Push forwards with your right foot and drag your left foot on the ground forwards to pigeon with the knee. Shin down. Slide the right leg back. Point the right toes. Hands and forearms lower forwards and down. You acclimate. Your front shin, that foot is pointing firmly, fiercely. Your back foot's pointing equally as strong. Everyone remember, wiggle your back leg a little further right than we normally do. Go wide. Then lean into the back leg. Then lean into the front hamstring. Tighten the right side of the rear. Can that stay contracted almost the whole time right now? Mitch, move your butt left. Yes, by pushing with your shin, then it swings right. Now everyone, we're going off to our left. Upper body starts walking left. Again, basically off to 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock straight ahead. Lay the right forearm down. Push down very firmly with your front shin. So it feels like you're actually going to float your hamstring up off the ground one day. The front leg side of the butt. Now just the right arm. Right arm starts sliding. Take your fingers off the ground. Keep the ball of your hand down so you can slide the arm. Then the fingers grab the floor. Keep coming my direction, Mitch, a little bit further. Yes. Reach that right arm. You did this side. Hang your head on your right arm, everyone. Hang your right ear on your arm, man, and try to roll your shoulder down. Pull it down. Lean into your chest, the right side of your chest. Towards Mitch. Yeah, there. Then maybe you walk the right arm a little further. Everyone on this side, just can you place your left hand on your right wrist and pull? Have your left hand pull that right wrist, it feels like. Pulling it out from the underarm. Lean to the right underarm a little further and pull your right shoulder back so there's no pinchiness in the rotator cuff. Then release. Come back to center. Breathe. That's half of it done. Big breath there. It's like you've never done this. Walk the upper body to the right, everybody now. Arms, then chest. Arms, then chest and ribs. Now lean your butt further left, Mitch. Keep going. Now the palms pull on the ground. They help you lean into your back leg's hip. Then your palms push away from where they're pointing to drive you into your front leg side of the rear. You pull and you push, equal and opposite forces. The ribs themselves don't move, Kim. Neither does your belly. You're just rolling around your shin muscles, the ideal. From there, if you're going to move on, remember we walk a little further around the curve if you can. You're going towards 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. Then only your left arm starts walking away, like a spider on the ground, moving away. So you can start to feel there's a fight that happens between the top of your left hip, the lower portion of your left ribs, all the way through your lat muscle into your underarm. Your shoulders have nothing to do with it because they're pulling back, retracting. The left hand walks a little further if it can. It goes forwards and to the right, does them both. Push with your front shin away from your two hands really firmly for 7. Keep pushing with the front shin, pointing both feet. 6, leaning to the left side of your rear. 4, reaching the left side of your chest forwards more, Kim, and around the corner. And then release. Come back to center. Now the left arm just slides left. You lean to the left arm. You drag your legs around to the right and forward. As they come forward, you shake the legs in. Out. You bring the hands next to your rear. You drive your butt immediately forward. You grab your legs and you roll down as fast as you must, as slow as you can. You're all the way down to where we began. Heels underneath knees. Hands rest on your hip joints or your belly. You tuck and tilt the pelvis slowly just to awaken or reconnect to the low spine. Licking the lips, relaxing the jaw. Settle through the feet. Feel them heavy. Pinky toe, big toe, center of heel. Elbows, relax, and you might even slip your upper arm out a little. So you can feel the weight if it's resting on your elbow. It's almost on the inside line. Tailbones wiggling left and right, jostling. Now gently you apply the heels of your palms like we did at the beginning against the top of your thighs. You push with your hands as hard as you desire while your feet push away from the front of the mat. Then as we exhale, remember we melt the shoulders and relax the triceps, the back of the arms into the ground. Inhale, you actively push and create that traction along the sacrum. Exhale, you relax. Feel the triceps melt into the floor. One more time like that. Inhale, you're trying to disconnect your leg bone from your hip socket. Exhale, you relax on it. You fold one leg in. The other leg follows suit. Fingers interlace around hamstrings or shins like in the beginning. And then you gently list right and left. Notice the term, Kim, was list, not wrong. If you have the ability to, your thighs touch each other. They don't spread apart right now. You let the feet dangle side by side so one foot doesn't curl over the other. That's a different sensation in your hip flexors when you let an ankle cross, which you can do to feel the difference. And then attempt to bring the big toes side by side. Notice if there's any differentials.
So if you can't get your toes together because of your bunion, are you putting your ankles?
Bunion touches.
Bunion.
Big toes reach. From there, each hand grabs its own kneecap, splits the knees apart wide until we're in bound angle. That means soles of feet together like a butterfly position. Hands slide down your shins. You may have to take your head and shoulders off the ground to grab. You attempt to interlace your fingers around your feet, or you skip that and hold your ankles. And you lay back down if you had to take your head off the ground. Now you tighten your rear, basically 100%. You feel as though your knees are reaching towards the sides of the room. Your shoulders are drawing down to the matting. Your elbows are soft as can be. There's a decent amount of contraction going on. Not in your jaw, not on your tongue. Your heels pushing together, fingers squeezing, calves squeezing into hamstrings as hard as they can. For 5, rear tight. For 4, breath still smooth, Barry. And release. Feet make their way to the ground. They can stay there, just jostling the hips, or your legs can slide out wide and straight. Hands either rest on the belly or ribs, or the palms face open off the matting on the ground. And taking a good 3 to 5 breaths, licking the lips, relaxing the jaw, releasing any residual tension through your cheekbones, the muscles surrounding your eyes. And just feeling the belly rise and the belly fall. find you are ready, one foot drags in towards the rear. That back of the pelvis settles. Then the other foot. Same thing, you let everything pause. You pick the side to roll to that feels beneficial. Fall off to that edge. Take another full cycle of breath, giving a beat, before softly helping yourself up to seated and to moving into a pleasant morning. Good work, everyone.
Woohoo.
Welcome to the